What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic week, and I hope the rest of it goes just as well for you. First off, I want to apologize for my absence last week. There was a sickness that just ran through my house, and none of us felt up to eating anything good. So, this week, I'm starting back simple. I want to show you how to make some very fudgy, gooey brownies. Now, this is a very simple recipe, and it goes great with ice cream, or pie, or whatever else you want. I highly recommend this recipe. I even threw in a little bit of coffee because at this point I think I'm just a caffeine addict. So, check out the video. Let me know what you think. Any recommendations for future recipes, let me know. And as always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you again next time. Alright, the ingredients are on the board and it's time to go. Now, the first step, very simple. All you have to do is melt down your cubed butter. Now, you have to keep an eye on this butter. What you're going to end up doing is browning it, and two things can happen. One, when you begin to melt it, it's going to froth over before it browns. So make sure whatever saucepan or pot you're using is big enough so that when it boils over, it doesn't get all over your countertop. Number two, you can always cook the butter more, but you can't take the cooking back. So keep a sharp eye on this butter to make sure that you do not burn it, because then that's all you're going to taste is burnt butter, and nobody wants that. Now, as you can see here, the butter is getting frothy, and that normally happens right before everything turns brown. You'll know you've done it right because you'll get an earthy smell or a nutty smell coming from your butter. Even if you can't see it because of the froth or the foam, you'll still know. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your chocolate, dump it in, and go ahead and mix it around until it is all melted evenly. You don't want any chocolate chunks just yet. Next thing, just go ahead and add your oil and cocoa powder, whisk them in until they're nice and evenly mixed, and then you're going to go ahead and let it sit to the side and let it cool slightly. You don't want it scalding hot when it goes in, but you also don't want it too cold. Now, you're going to go ahead and combine your eggs and sugar into a mixer and go ahead and beat that until the eggs turn light. Now, once that mixture has lightened up, you're going to go ahead and put in your powdered sugar, your vanilla, and your salt. And go ahead and mix it well and scrape down the sides of your bowl after everything is said and done. Once that's done, go ahead and carefully pour in that slightly cooled chocolate mixture and go ahead and mix that in well. Now, I'm using my black cocoa for this, so my brownies are going to turn out a little darker than yours. That's absolutely okay. Everything else is the same. Now, once everything is mixed up, you're going to go ahead and fold in your flour and the remaining cup of chocolate and make sure everything is spread evenly. You can also go ahead and throw in a pinch of espresso at this time if you want a little coffee flavor. Now, finally, you're going to bake that sucker for 29 to 32 minutes at 350 or until your edges are set and your center is slightly jiggly. With every other kind of bake like this, you can always do the toothpick test to make sure they come out clean. That'll be the definite answer, but by the end, you'll have a nice brownie that goes with coffee, it goes with ice cream, and it'll be delicious either way. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.